Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing and unboxing, as you can see here, the Punisher from Mezco 112, released in 2018. This is actually the Punisher from the Netflix series, and no, it's not the Punisher from Daredevil Netflix series. This is its own show, but it is kind of, the things it comes with is kind of weird because the stuff that he uses in the Punisher series, as you can see while it's turning around, I don't ever remember him using the big old minigun right here in the Punisher series. It was, I think it was only in Daredevil. But anyway, so yeah, it comes as you can see here, it comes with a nice box. Very nice box, actually. There's actually a plastic sheath that comes over this box, but for, the review purposes, I took it off. Excuse me. And as you can see, at first I thought that this box was really scratchy, but after I took after I had the figure, I've never taken the sheath off of it. So no, this is almost like just like a background rain, like if it's raining. So what we're gonna do now is take the box off the turntable and just open it up and go from there. Alrighty, everyone. So this, like I said, this is the Punisher. The box. Sorry, I have a light box here, so I have to turn it sideways to take this box off. There we go. As you can see here, this is everything the figure comes with. Hold on. There we go. What the heck? The cardboard. This is everything that the figure comes with here. You can see he has we'll go over everything he comes with, but as you can see here, this is part of the unboxing. While I do appreciate all the plastic that it has, right here, I feel like once you open it, these are just gonna fly everywhere. Excuse me. So let's open this carefully. There we go. Here's a plastic piece that it comes with. It has a few layers, and I'll go over that here shortly. Open them up. Excuse me. Allergy season, so my throat's a little dry. Just come on. There we go. This is the top of it. Here we go. Move the video. Let me move the camera. Actually, you can see this is everything it comes with. The unboxing of a little bit. So what we're going to do next, I'm just going to set it right here. What we're going to do next is take everything out of the box and take a look at everything that the figure comes with. Alrighty, everyone, so as you can see here, this is everything that the figure comes with. You can tell it comes with a lot of accessories. And next, I also want to apologize that the lens makes it look a little blurry, but I had to change out the lens on my camera for one that when I put something close to it, you can actually see it a lot better. Like, for example, I don't know, let's just grab this. As you can see, it looks a little bit blurry out here, but once you bring it close, you get like a lot better view of it. And as opposed to the other lens, when you bring it this close, it starts blurring out. So anyway, let's get started. Let's see. So we're gonna get started with, okay, so I don't know if you guys ever heard about Mezco 112. Their figures are a little bit pricey, but they come very articulated. They come with a lot of detail and a lot of accessories. And as you can see here, they always send you a nice little bag so you can put everything in it. Most of the time, I actually don't use this bag. I usually keep the boxes of everything, just in case I ever want to sell the figure, or not even bring the figure out. I review it and just put it back in the box and save it for another time. So it does come with a plastic bag, so you can put everything in it. It comes with a clear dynamic stand, like it's posable. It has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because this actually turns 5 different, you can turn it from here. This opens to grab the figure, this comes out. These are actually very nice, and I believe it comes with every figure that you buy from Mezco 112, so I can really appreciate that. And I'm not getting any close up to this because it's just a regular dynamic clear plastic pose. So here's the base, the Punisher base. Sorry, you can see my reflection there. The Punisher base right there. Very nice base, just nice simple black base with the Punisher logo, Marvel. This is a little peg stand for the figure to stand. I believe also most figures have a little hole so they can stand on. So that's actually pretty cool. And I believe the way you actually put this on is you actually take this peg out, either from the back. I think it's actually from the back, it's not from the frame, but you take it out and you plug that back in. So as you can see from the back, there's that little peg right there that you push out, and that little peg comes out. But that's just the stand. And I do believe, like I said, all figures come with the stand of the Mezco 112. Next, we're gonna go over his trench coat. I do believe he wears his trench coat, but only in the last part of the show. Remember when he's actually when I think the street gang, they're actually meeting up, and he actually puts it on and he starts firing at them towards the end. That he does use it in season 1. Season 2, or I'm sorry, on Daredevil, the series of Daredevil, he actually uses it when he's helping Daredevil shoot down the hand. So what I really like about this, it feels like real leather, which I know it's not. It's actually pleather, but it feels very nice. There is actually wire here, see? And the way you put it onto the figure himself is you actually have to put his arms back. You take it off his hand, you slide it in. But it really, really constricts his movement a lot. And I don't know if I really like him with or without the coat, or just, I don't know. I've had the hardest time trying to figure that out. I've had him posed with the coat. I've had him posed without the coat. And I just want to say, with the coat, it looks nice with the coat when you have like just this on, but when you don't have the coat, with the gun, and the knife, I guess it just kind of comes down to each his own on what they like. But yeah, this is very nice coat. He comes with an extra head sculpt. Very, very nice likeness of John Bernthal. As you can see here, he has a cut right here when he gets shot. I do believe he gets shot right here, and I think he goes back to the hideout, and I think Micro helps him sew it up. So he has the bullet that actually skimmed his head right there. Has a cut right there, cut on his nose, a cut up here, cut on his lip, cut on his cheek, and in his upper eye. He has a nice 5 o'clock shadow, and then he also has a nice, military effect he's always using. The peg to his head, it's kind of long, so it kind of looks weird. I actually noticed that when you take this off of the figure, he has a plastic ring, or not like a plastic, not plastic, hard plastic, but like almost like this kind of plastic almost. It's just very soft plastic, so it won't ruin it. And so I was gonna take that out, but I feared that if I took it out and switched out the heads, it was gonna have a hard time. It was gonna get all scrunched up, so I didn't want to mess it up. It does come with 2 different firing effects, which I get this one. You can put this on the Revolver, which I'll go over here shortly, the 9mm, or I'm sorry, the 1911, or the minigun. But this doesn't just look good. Like if you put this on the, I'm sorry, here on the minigun, before I go over it, the minigun and all guns have little small holes so they can peg into them. Just give me 1 second. Just like that. Now, how weird does that look? Because it's supposed to be spinning, and there's no bullets supposed to be coming down here. They're supposed to be from here. So this kind of looks weird. I don't use this at all. It just looks weird to me. But it's a nice effect. If it was a gun, another one, if it was longer, that would look cool. But it just doesn't look weird. It looks like 3 guns should be firing at the same time, at different locations. And this one's firing, it's turning and it's firing, so that the cluster should be right here, not going downward. So I don't really like this one, but I do like that it's it's clear. It's not really clear, but you can see through it. There's a bullet here, here, and here, and like I said, it pegs in up here. The other one that I would use is a bullet here, but I just feel like this is all too much. As you can see, going back to this. On this, it doesn't look too bad because it's just like boom, a lot of power coming out of the minigun. But when you put it on things like the Revolver here, it's just like, Jesus, that's way too much. So yeah, it comes with those firing effects. The next thing it comes with is a minigun, which is very nice. I believe the trigger does not move. No, it does not. Let's see. So this right here. Oh, so first we'll go over the triggers right here, and this is where he holds onto it. The gun itself is very nice. They weathered it, which is also a plus, so it looks like gunmetal. The barrels turn. This right here is where we actually put it in the belt itself, and we'll go over the belt. The belt is very soft rubber, see? And you can see right there where it's like flat. You just plug that in up there, and there's the belt feed for the Gatling. Well, it depends what you call it. It's either a Gatling gun or a minigun. But yeah, finishing up with this, there's very nice detail on it. Can't complain with this. I really actually like this, even though I never actually really, I don't remember watching him use this in either, you know, the Punisher series or the Netflix one. But then again, you know, sometimes I can, you know, maybe be doing something and probably skipped it, so I don't know. But I do think that's a nice touch. And like I said, this is the belt fed for the bullets. Nice, actually has some gold accents to it. Maybe, I mean, you can call them gold or yellow. It depends how you really look at it. But it's really nice. Very, you know, flimsy. What I like about Mezco is that they go all out to do very nice detail to the figure. There is a Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure of the Punisher that almost comes with almost the exact same thing. And the figure, like you'll look at this figure and look at that figure and think they're exactly the same, just different scales. So that's how good these details are. Going over this is the Kimber 1911 he uses. I do believe you can. The slide, actually, there we go, I just took it off. There we go, just slide it back on. It does slide, it's not supposed to come off. It slides back, and it goes forward. There we go. You have to be careful with it. Sometimes I kind of pulled it a little bit too hard, but this is the Kimber 1911 he uses. You can see the trigger has silver on it. The hammer has silver on it. The slide does go back and forth. The grips, nice and, you know, painted, little white pearl color. The rest of the gun is just black. There's no weather to the actual gun itself like the minigun. And it does come with 2 clips. I'm not going to show both of them. Just, it comes with 2 clips. You can see the bullet on top, and it slides in just like that. And then there's another extra clip, which I don't really know why they have an extra clip, but hey, you know, the more stuff they give you, whatever, right? It's good. He does have his K-bar that he always carries with him. The K-bar, see, like this, on the K-bar, they weathered it. I don't know why they didn't weather the gun, but they weathered the K-bar here that he uses, the tip of it. And then the handle itself is made out of wood. I don't know if you guys are familiar with K-bars, but they are made out of wood. So very nice. He's always going to carry this. K-bar, like I said, K-bar is a Marine's best friend. So I'm actually really glad that they incorporated the K-bar. And the last thing is this revolver. Now I tried to look up what kind of revolver this is. It can either be the Smith & Wesson Governor, you know, depending on the series. If it's the Smith & Wesson Governor, it's the one I used on the Daredevil one. On this one, I'm not too sure which one it is, but this is just a nice, looks like, you know, a nice revolver, a 38. Yeah, probably not even a 38. It's probably going to be, you know, a different caliber, but I do believe, anyway, I'm not going to try to, like I said, I tried looking it up, and I just couldn't figure out which gun he was using with, you know, this type of grip. But I do believe that the barrel does, it actually spins inside. There's no weathering to this black either, and the grip on this, on the revolver, is just really shiny brown, which is kind of weird. So I didn't really like the revolver. Excuse me. Aside from that, he comes with 2 closed fists, 2 kind of like almost ready to do something, like not necessarily grabbing anything, not really like putting like the other ones. This is just kind of like not even like almost relaxed. He comes with 2 of those. He comes with 2 trigger fingers. One, you know, one with the left and one with the right. The other one's actually on the figure. And then he comes with 2 gripping hands. Now, all these hands, before I go any further, I do want to say they have a little bit of detail where you can see the veins, but aside from that, there is no other detail of paint. It's just like one color. There's no paint detail, which is kind of a really missed opportunity because they went all out on his head sculpt and everything else, and just I noticed that almost all of it, no, actually not almost all of his hands have no detail whatsoever, paint detail that is. The plastic detail is there, but as far as the paint detail, it's just plain. There's no blood marks, like if he was punching anybody, nothing. So, a little bit disappointed there, but hey, can't complain, right? Yeah, so that's everything that the figure comes with, and what we're going to do now is get the figure and take a closer look. Alrighty, folks, and here he is, the Punisher. Let me actually go like this. There we go. The figure himself, before we get any further, I did remember this time. So Mezcos are not really meant for their height. Their figures are actually kind of small. They're a lot smaller than, than Diamond Select, Marvel Legends, NECA. Their figures are not just that tall. But anyway, here's it. Well, he stands at about 6.5 inches. Most figures are actually about 7.5. So as you can see, this figure is not that tall. And what I'm going to do is actually raise this. Sorry for my finger there. I'm going to raise this just so I can grab the figure and bring in close. So as you can see here, this is just another, both of his figures have at least something going on with the face. As you can see, he has kind of like a little cut right there, which it would have been cool if the other figure was just all bloody looking and this one didn't have no scars whatsoever, because there is some parts in the show where he has no scars or blood on his face. But, nice, very, very nice head sculpt. You can tell it looks like John Bernthal, the actor. So I really do appreciate that. And as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, that little plastic thing that I was talking about is right there. Like I said, it's just like, almost like a grocery bag type of plastic. Now I know that's to protect the neck from this here itself. I didn't notice because I was pulling this up earlier to kind of mess with the elbow here. There's something kind of wrong with this elbow. It's kind of like a little kink to it. But I did notice that this type of material actually bleeds onto the plastic, and his arm right here is actually very black already. So I do believe that's the reason for this plastic, hence the reason why I haven't changed that to head sculpts. So as far as the vest itself, the vest is not made out of cloth. It's actually plastic. It's soft. It's not hard plastic. It's like soft plastic. Very nice Punisher logo there. He does come, this shirt, it's kind of like, it's almost like a stretchy type of fabric. It's not, I kind of want to say it's like almost like, it's not elastic, it's just stretchy. So yeah, that's very nice. It kind of, it's almost like if he was wearing like an Under Armour shirt. Let's see here. You can see his belt there with a couple pouches. He has a gun holster, which actually you can use. And he has his knife holster that you can also use back here, which I will show you guys here shortly. He does have some nice, I don't know if they're 19 or not 1911, 511 pants. I don't know what kind of pants he uses. I know they're very nice. I've actually tried looking for them myself because I do think they're very nice pants. They're nice cloth pants. They don't restrict from the movement of his legs and joints and stuff like that, which is very nice. And his boots. Very nice detailed boots. One thing I do want to say though is that you can actually, I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was like, I want to say Punisher season 1 episode 12. It was the second to last episode where he was actually, no spoilers, but something happened to him, and towards the end he was getting dressed up again to meet up. Actually, I think it's the last episode, to meet up with a certain individual. Like I said, no spoilers, but he's putting on his boots, and towards that part, when he puts it on, he doesn't tie his boots, he zipped them up. And you can actually see here that there is a zipper on his boot. And yes, I do make boots like that. When I was in the military, we were not allowed to use those boots to have zippers. They're more for like Marines, recon, Air Force. So we're not allowed to use those kind of boots. But yes, this figure is very, very nicely detailed. Paint application is nice. They put a lot of detail in the head sculpt and in the vest. Not really in the hands, because you can see the hands are just very clear, or I'm not clear, but just the paint, one paint, and they're done. As you can see here, there's more plastic right here, and that's actually to keep from the forearm from, you know, getting that black dye on from the shirt on the plastic. And here's the back of the figure. Like I said, the vest is kind of a soft vest. I do believe there is a way to take the vest off. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't want to, you know, I don't know how to customize figures, so I can, you know, take apart things. This is as far as I'm gonna do it. So yeah, here he is. So let me bring this back down, stand them up correctly. See, as you can see here, this is what I was talking about. This kind of has, I don't know if you guys kind of remember my other video of the Carnage Mayfax one, where this arm, for some reason, like, I don't know, it just doesn't, it's supposed to be like right about there, and it's just, I just kind of, it gets to me. And I think it's his elbow and it's not his arm, because you can see here, like, see, it's like a pop out right there. And this one's just kind of, it's really stiff. See, now you can do it right there. So it's not too hard, but anyway, so let me stand him up there. There he is. And what we're going to do next is go over articulation. Alrighty, folks. So as far as articulation, let me raise the camera up. I did notice that last time I would start like this and I would look down and it would look a little bit weird. So now what I'm going to do is actually move the camera in between takes. That way I can get better views and angles. So what I'm going to do here is actually raise the camera, move it a little bit, grab the figure, and now you can actually show them like this instead of trying to do all the movements while it's like lowered and, you know, it's constricting. So yes. Okay, so as far as the figure, he does have a single ball joint at his neck, so, or I'm sorry, at the base of his neck. So not really at the head. So there's really no movement at the head. So if he's going to move, his whole neck moves. He does have a 360 movement of his neck. He can look down pretty nicely. He can look up just a little bit. And then sideways, you know, nice little bit of movement. I do believe... No, there is not. There is no butterfly joint at the arm. His arm does move 360 degrees backwards, all the way around. But because, you know, of his shirt here, it kind of constricts that. So as far as forward, he has a nice forward, you know, 90 degree right there, which is all you can really ask for. And the same with backward, it has a nice 90. As far as sideways, he does have a nice 90 as well, just a little short of 90. And, you know, they both are arms like this. Almost really, this one actually goes up almost 90. There's something with this one. Oh, there we go. I just had a little bit more pressure. So yeah, he does go 90 on both arms. Bring it down, there we go. I do believe there is a 90, or I'm sorry, a double ball joint at the elbow. No, there is not. So because it doesn't go any higher, and it's just 90, there's a single ball joint. So there's a single ball joint at the elbow, and there's a ball joint at the wrist. So obviously he can go down, he can go up, and then, you know, he does a 360 turn. So that's it for the arms. As far as the waist, I'm sorry, the torso, he does not have no movement at the torso. And even if he did, the vest would constrict that. As far as the waist, he does have a little bit of movement. I do believe you can probably go all the way around 360, but because this plastic here is kind of bumping with everything, I don't want to, you know, risk damaging the figure. So we'll say, you know, pushing it, the limits, you can turn it right about there. You can turn right about there. I do believe you can go 360 though, so I just want to be careful with my figures. Like I've stated before, all these figures are my personal figures. I am not getting paid, or, you know, nobody's sending me the figures to review. These are all mine and my personal collection, and I don't want to damage them. So as far as the thigh, there's no thigh movement. His legs go up to about there, which is a nice 90 degree, and almost a 90 degree back. Almost. Let's see. His knee, I do believe his knee has, yep, his knee has a double bend joint. If it was just a single ball joint at the knee, it would just go right there, but because there's a double ball joint, there we go. Goes all the way back. Let's see here. There's no movement at the calf, no movement at the top of the ankle. At the ankle itself, there is... He does have a nice 360 turn of his boots. He can go up to about there. And he goes down to about there, which is not bad. You know, considering the fact he is wearing boots, I do appreciate the movements that to put into this figure. Let's stand him up here, bring this back down. There we go. There we go. And so what we're going to do next is get some other Punisher figures and do some comparison. Alrighty, folks, so here he is, the Punisher from Mezco 112. Nice little pose holding this gun. What we're going to do first is bring out the Toy Biz Punisher, his original appearance in Spider-Man. This figure, I'm gonna actually hold on to him, just because I don't know the light box. There we go. Oh, there we go. So yes, this is the Punisher, his first appearance from the animated series, the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man, the animated series. I apologize. As you can see here, he comes almost up to his shoulders. Like I said, this figure is not that very tall, and this was, I mean, this is almost 30 years, you know, 25-year difference of figures. I mean, this one came out in 95, this one came out in 2018. You're looking at, you know, I'm not that good at math, so give me a minute. So you're looking at you're looking at 23 years actually, a difference right there. 23-year difference time frame with two figures. That is very crazy to think about. So yes, that is from Toy Biz, released in 1995. Bring out the next one. This figure is from Marvel Legends. This is the Steve Grant Punisher. His more comic book, you know, inspired comic. I'm sorry, his more comic book view, where the Punisher, or I'm sorry, the Skull's teeth are more the magazines. His skin tight outfit. So yeah, this is a Steve Grant Punisher right here, next to, you know, this Punisher. I do want to say that this Punisher has the Garth Ennis look more than the Steve Grant look. The Garth Ennis, as you guys can tell, always wore like that trench coat, was more brutal, was more, had more violence to it. I mean, yeah, we all know the Punisher is violent, but if you guys ever read the Max comic books from Garth Ennis, from Garth Ennis, his comic books are very, very bloody and gory, I guess you can say. So yeah, that's him next to the Steve Grant Punisher right there. And then bringing out the Marvel Legends. This is the Marvel Legends Punisher from Netflix as well. This is actually from the Daredevil Netflix, and this is from his own show. But these are supposed to be the same exact figures. As you can see, very different. This one here has a lot more detail than this one. This one's all made out of plastic. This one has, you know, fabric for clothes. The head sculpt. You can, I mean, yeah, this one, if you look at this figure just alone, the figure on the left, you can tell that's Jon Bernthal, the actor. But now that you have these two figures together, let me get a closer look. You can tell that the Mezco 112 looks a lot more similar to Jon Bernthal than this one does. This one actually doesn't look nothing like when you have them both together. Then the price range, if you guys look up the price ranges now, then like I said, this is Marvel Legends, and this one, you get what you pay for. When you pay, this figure right here is, it's an price. It's on the pricier side for this size figure, as opposed to this one. You get what you pay for. You really do get what you pay for. Alrighty, folks, so there he is, the Punisher from Mezco 112. So I do believe, before I go any further, Mezco 112, you guys want to look it up. It's actually Mezco, and then give me 1 second, looking it up. Okay, yes, I'm sorry. So Mezco 112, so it's Mezco, and then 1 is actually spelled out, and then 12 is actually the number. Excuse me. And like I said, yes, this was released in 2018. Very nice figure to have in your collection if you're a big fan of him. So I do have an Instagram going, like I've been saying in my previous videos. If you guys want to look, get a sneak peek of videos coming out in the future before YouTube, take a look at my Instagram. The link will be down in the description below. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe and share it. If you have any questions about the video itself and or the figure, please comment them down below. That being said, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.